Blackface? Really?
This is a world premiere.
This is a word.
Hey, so welcome to another Hump Day Rant. This is Hump Day Rant number 4. And today I want to spend some time responding to an issue that's been floating around in vegan YouTube regarding FullyRawKristina and Joe Vegan. I think that most people are intelligent enough to know that neither Joe Vegan or FullyRawKristina intended to make videos that were offensive to anyone, specifically offensive to African Americans. I'm sure they're fine individuals. I've watched Joe's videos. I've seen him send up lots of people. The fact that he painted his face black, I think was, problematic. I think it was a silly thing to do. FullyRawKristina, I don't think that she intended to do something racist, but I do think that it showed some ignorance on her part not to know that the image of her face painted black in the camera, the way it appeared at the end of her video, would be offensive to some people. It seems fair to point out the fact that these images are troubling, are problematic, and are connected to a history of oppression for people of color. Blackface is something that has been used to subjugate black people throughout history. It's something that happened in the United States through minstrelsy. So someone responding to either one of these content creators with criticism about the fact that what they did may be seen as racism seems valid to me. I don't think it's right to accuse either of these content creators of some intention that wasn't theirs. And that's intentions good or bad. We just don't know what Kristina or Joe had in their minds when they were making these videos. The thing that's bothering me are the comments that suggest people are getting upset over nothing. Now, I don't know about you, but I certainly don't have time to get upset over nothing. And I assume most people, if they get upset, that it's about something that's meaningful to them. Now, it may be that I don't understand the reasoning for this person getting upset, but it would be arrogant of me to try to reduce that person's reaction, their feelings, their experience to nothing just because I don't understand it. As far as what's been happening in the comments section, if people are upset, I think it's fully within their right to express those feelings, and it seems very unfair for others to try to silence them and tell them that their feelings are unfounded or that they're making a big fuss about nothing. Another thing that seems to be prevailing in these comments is blaming all of this on social justice warriors. Now, when I hear the term social justice warrior being thrown around, I think that it is someone who's just not aware of what happens in the world of social justice and the fact that these movements are responsible for a lot of the entitlements that we enjoy currently. Things like workers' rights, things like anti-discrimination laws. Many of the things that we enjoy on a daily basis are the result of people organizing themselves and fighting for them. And that is what the movement for social justice is all about. Vegans are social justice warriors, if you think about it. So I find it especially troubling when I hear vegans hurling around the term social justice warrior in the negative. When people use the term social justice warrior in the negative, it seems to me like they're saying they're against social justice. And I don't think that's what people intend. It seems to me that all this work that's being done by vegans and feminists and people in the Black Lives Matter movement, all of these things are being done to make the world a better place for everyone, not just some special interest group. So when people respond to that work in a negative light, it seems to me that it's just out of ignorance, because who would be against making the world a better place? The last thing that I want to talk about is just the notion of racism itself. It seems to me that if racism were not something that was so relevant to so many people, people would probably not get so passionate about it every time the specter of racism rears its ugly head. What's bad about being seen as racist? Is there a law against being racist? It seems to me, in the United States at least, there are actually laws that were themselves racist and intended to be so. Most people are going to have a racist thought at one time or other, or do something that would be perceived as racist, or things that might bring up feelings that occur as the result of being targeted by racism. So all in all, I guess this isn't really just about FullyRawKristina or Joe Vegan or even Blackface. Maybe this is just an appeal to people to just try to be a little more compassionate and try to see things from the other person's perspective before you make a comment like what you think is not important. And also to be more compassionate when we try to lay accusations on people. The worst part of this is a lot of the comments seem to be about shutting people up and not nearly enough about trying to understand each other. That's it for this video. Like it if you like it, share, comment, subscribe. This is Reg signing off. Love yourself. Peace.
And I love myself. The world is a ghetto with big guns and dick inside. I love myself.